Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. So today it finally happened. The much anticipated 1.18 update is now live for both Call of Duty Warzone and also Modern Warfare. And it brings with it quite a few new changes, pieces of content, and other adjustments as well. And as I'm sure you guys know, this update was initially set to go live back on Tuesday and Wednesday earlier this week, but ultimately got delayed. However, it is now here for all platforms, and today we're breaking down everything that changed with it. So if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here, or if you are a part of that 72% of viewers who are not subscribed, feel free to subscribe to stay on top of the latest Call of Duty news, intel, and other information. Also, side note for anyone interested, we've been streaming over on Twitch around 4 or 5 times a week, sometimes more. So if you do want to come hang out when I'm live, that link is down below. Anyways, getting into today's update, as I mentioned, it is title update 1.18. So this means everyone, regardless of what platform you're on, PS4, Xbox, PC, it doesn't matter, you are going to have to spend some extra time downloading the patch before you are actually able to jump on and play. Now, the patch itself is right around 20 gigs on PC, on PS4 it's right around 11 gigs, and on Xbox it'll be 17 gigs. So one of the main standouts included in the 1.18 patch is that of the brand new multiplayer map called Candor Hideout. Now, Infinity Ward describes the map as a medium-sized map that takes place in Urzikstan. It features long lines of sight and tight interior spaces to complement some diverse combat ranges. There is also a larger warehouse located towards the center of the map that's a lot more close quarters based. Then the various lanes also have some long-range engagement potential built for primarily snipers. Now, of course, if you are just simply playing Warzone and you don't actually own the entire game, then unfortunately this doesn't really apply to you. But if you do own the full game, you've got multiplayer, campaign, Spec Ops, all that jazz, then Candor Hideout is going to be free. You know, you don't have to buy anything extra to play it, and this is also going to be a 6v6 map, so it's available in the majority of the standard modes we have available. But outside of Candor Hideout, multiplayer also got its more standard update that we typically see in the form of a new playlist refresh, and for this week we see that we have the modes of Quick Play as always, and of course you can filter that to your liking, Standard Ground War, Standard Gunfight, Hideout 24/7 for Candor Hideout obviously, Shot in the Dark, which is actually Infected in the Dark, where survivors have a limited battery thermal sight, but the infected can see in the dark and realism damage is enabled as well there. Then Mercenary Mosh Pit rounds things out for this week. Then over in the store, we also got a bit of a larger update here as well, primarily focused around the second and final new operator for Season 2, otherwise known as Talon. Now, we've known that Talon was going to be coming to the game via the store really ever since the start of the season, but we just didn't know when he'd be coming exactly. He was originally supposed to release back on Tuesday ahead of the larger updates, but of course the whole delay meant that he was not coming out. However, he is here now, and his bundle features probably the coolest piece of additional content that we have ever seen in the shop, and that is the brand new Indiana dog. Now, this dog is featured in the finishing move, so honestly nothing too flashy, but like I said, as far as the additional content goes within any given bundle, a dog is pretty cool if you ask me. But alongside that, this bundle also features an assault rifle blueprint, a handgun blueprint, a watch, a melee blueprint, a calling card, an emblem, an operator quip, the finishing move obviously, and also 2 tier skips for the battle pass as well. And that is all available for 2400 COD points. Then we also have the Dragon's Breath caliber conversion, which is available for 1200 COD points, and this features the Fire Drake shotgun blueprint, which comes equipped with the Dragon's Breath 6R rounds, which, yes, are incendiary rounds, and yes, that means fire shotguns are back. To be honest, I don't know how I feel about that one, but yeah, it is what it is. And then this bundle also features a charm and a calling card as well. Now, getting into the Warzone side of things for today's update, since this is the first official big title update since Warzone released, there are actually quite a few things that we ended up seeing changed. So first and foremost here, we actually have 4 quote-unquote new weapons available to loot, And those are going to be the 725 shotgun, the MK2 carbine, the 50GS or the Desert Eagle, and also the EBR-14. Now, I say quote-unquote new because, obviously, these are all weapons that we already have in the game. You know, you see them all in multiplayer as standard unlocks. You see the 725 in the Gulag, and same deal with the 50GS. You can actually already find the MK2 out of stashes already, and of course, you can just use them all on your loadouts too. So, to call them new, I don't know if that's necessarily the best term out there, but they are now available to find on the ground regardless, so keep your eyes out for those in those earlier stages of any given match. Now, in addition to that, we also have the brand new mode of Plunder Blood Money, which guarantees cash drops on all kills, and bounties and finishing moves actually pay extra cash too. Then, we also got a ton of different backend changes in this update, including a fix to tack insert spots on Rust, a fix to keyboard and mouse navigation, a fix for a kill cam glitch with a thermite, a fix for Xbox players experiencing a stutter, a fix for daily challenges rewarding duplicates, and also an update to kill cams to show more detail within them. Then, as far as weapons go, they increased the travel time for the crossbow bolts to 6 seconds, up from the previous 3. The bolt action rechamber will no longer be re-triggered if interrupted after it's ejected, and they also removed the NVG enhanced scope's description that said optic glint is visible to enemies. Now for the perks, they increased the amped reload speeds on the Strela P, the Pila, and also the Joker, and for EOD, previously the thermite would not show a damage resistant icon for EOD. That has now been changed. And also, when a player is stuck by a thermite, the damage is no longer reduced while EOD is equipped. They also fixed various field upgrades, as they stopped cases where the Field Upgrade Pro would cause you to use an equipment. They added a broken icon for the tack insert when it's destroyed. On the deployable cover, they can now be destroyed by 3 melee hits with a shotgun. They added damage stats for vehicles and thermite damage, and they also fixed a bug where placing deployable cover on a door 2 times would allow that door to be moved. On the EMP drone, it can now be used at the start of round-based modes, and for stopping power, they doubled the ammo given on akimbo weapons. Now, getting into the PC-specific changes, they made stuns less intense, and I'm sure everyone on PC is very excited about that one. And they also added several fixes to improve stability and crashing. They also ended up adding in an absolute ton of Spec Ops changes. In fact, there were 19 different Spec Ops changes and updates, and I won't go super into detail with all of those, but I will throw them up on the screen right now so you can pause the video and check those out if you choose to do so. In Ground War, they fixed a bug for players falling through the map when spawning on a full tank. And then in Warzone, they also fixed plenty of things too. Here, players who leave the game while downed will drop their items. They fixed a bug where the gas mask would interrupt parachuting. They actually nerfed the close-up shotgun damage, and they added Warzone-specific button layouts to make marking easier. In Plunder specifically, players can no longer stack self-revive kits anymore. Players who are spectating now only get 40% of the payouts, and they also fixed hitching when interacting with certain mechanics. Then, in Battle Royale, they also fixed a bug where 2 riot shields could be equipped at the same time. I myself didn't actually ever run into this. However, I am incredibly curious as to what this actually looked like in-game, but I guess no one's going to be able to experience that anymore. They also made it easier to see which item is selected in the buy station. They updated the button layout for equipment. They fixed killstreak alerts not showing up. They prevented bullets that hit the riot shield from depleting armor. They updated the out-of-bounds timer to not show up when you're out of bounds with the recon drone. They fixed multiple exploits. They fixed field upgrades not ending at the start of the game or at the end of the pre-game. Downed players who leave now award kill credit to the player who downed them. They reduced the cash given for avoiding a bounty, and they also increased the price of the loadout drop to $8,500. So, yeah, there were a whole lot of changes all around in this patch. Anyways, with all of that being said, that is effectively everything that changed with the new 1.18 update, and that is going to wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with the latest Call of Duty news and intel, updates and leaks, and everything in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know when I upload a new video. As always, if you do want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL on all scuff, G Fuel, Control Freak, and Respawn products. All of those links can be found down below, and once again, if you do want to come and check out my Twitch streams, that link can also be found below if you are interested in that. Anyways, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.